If at first it seemed that Justin Fields had won the hearts of the fans, now the return of Russell Wilson has turned the game around in an unexpected way. Even Ben Roethlisberger surprised everyone by talking about his new opinion. And as if that wasn't enough, Roethlisberger also didn't hold back when he said what he thought about the situation. Stay with me. You can't miss a single detail. And leave that like and let's watch the video. Steelers legend Ben Roethlisberger has shifted his stance in the ongoing debate between quarterbacks Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Earlier this season, as Fields led the team to a 4-2 start while Wilson was out with a calf injury, Roethlisberger had been vocal in his support of Fields. However, after Wilson's strong performance in the Steelers' 37-15 win over the New York Jets this past Sunday, Roethlisberger seems to be backing Wilson. During his Footballin' with Ben Roethlisberger podcast, he discussed Pittsburgh's offense with Wilson at the helm. You wanted a team that was going to run the ball, was going to have play action, was going to take some shots, and was going to rely on the run, Roethlisberger explained. He pointed out that in this game, the passing game opened up opportunities for the run, emphasizing the importance of a balanced attack. Wilson had a shaky start against the Jets, even drawing boos from some of the home crowd as he tried to find his rhythm after returning from injury. Despite this, he finished the game with an impressive stat line, completing 16 of 29 passes for 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and only 1 sack. Wilson also contributed a rushing touchdown, and the Steelers racked up 149 rushing yards in total. As Russ gets more comfortable and knocks the rust off, I think you'll start to see everybody get more involved, more unique plays, Roethlisberger added, expressing confidence in Wilson's ability to improve as he settles back into the offense. With a matchup against the struggling 2-5 New York Giants coming up on Monday Night Football, it's unlikely head coach Mike Tomlin would consider going back to Fields. As of Tuesday, the Steelers were 6-point favorites according to DraftKings Sportsbook, and Roethlisberger believes the team can carry momentum into their Week 9 bye and make a run with Wilson leading the way. Tomlin's management of this potentially tricky quarterback situation has been widely praised, as he's kept the team on track without disrupting the locker room dynamics. While Fields did an admirable job filling in, Wilson's return appears to signal a new level of play for the Steelers as they push toward the second half of the season. Is Wilson really the guy who will lead Pittsburgh to the playoffs? Let us know in the comments. But don't worry, because the next news will leave you even more intrigued. Heading into Week 7, the Pittsburgh Steelers faced a tough decision at quarterback, as Russell Wilson was ready to return from injury while Justin Fields had been thriving in his absence. Fields led the team to a 4-2 record, accounting for 10 touchdowns and limiting turnovers. This led to widespread calls within the organization to stick with Fields, fearing that switching back to Wilson might disrupt the team's momentum. However, head coach Mike Tomlin had other ideas, opting to start Wilson. This move came with its share of risks, as many were unsure if Wilson could perform at the level necessary to improve upon Fields' success. But Tomlin's gamble paid off in a big way, as Wilson led the Steelers to a commanding 37-15 victory over the New York Jets on Sunday Night Football. After the game, Tomlin's decision drew praise from an unexpected source, former Steelers rival Bill Belichick. Appearing on the Pat McAfee show, the longtime New England Patriots coach, known for his strategic brilliance and battles with Tomlin, commended his former rival for the bold call. For example, Pittsburgh, going with Russell Wilson last night to kind of see what he gives them and what that is relevant to Fields, Belichick said. Honestly, they will probably need both guys, but at least Coach Tomlin has a good feel now. Belichick, though retired from coaching, still holds significant influence in the NFL. His endorsement of Tomlin's choice was seen as a major compliment, emphasizing the strength of Tomlin's leadership and decision-making. He further highlighted how Tomlin's move has positioned the Steelers for success going forward, especially now that he understands the potential of both Wilson and Fields. You've got to give Coach Tomlin a lot of credit, Belichick added. As usual, he makes a lot of good moves and knows this team extremely well. Now he knows what he has with Wilson, and he knows what he has in Fields. That's a good thing to have halfway through the season and have 2 guys that you can count on. Belichick's validation serves as a morale booster for Steeler Nation, reinforcing the belief that Wilson could be the key to unlocking the offense's potential. While Fields performed admirably in Wilson's absence, Wilson's performance in Week 7 raised expectations even further. He threw for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns, added a rushing score, and helped the Steelers' offense come alive, with George Pickens recording 5 catches for 111 yards and a touchdown. Tomlin's handling of the quarterback situation has proven to be a masterclass in leadership. With a 5-2 record, the Steelers are now solidifying their position as contenders in the AFC. Belichick's earlier comments, suggesting that Pittsburgh might have the best quarterback situation in the league, seem even more prescient as Tomlin has found a way to harness the strengths of both Wilson and Fields. This depth at quarterback provides the Steelers with confidence and flexibility as they head into the second half of the season. Thanks to Wilson's strong play, the Steelers' offense, which had been the weak link behind their dominant defense and special teams, now looks much more formidable. Tomlin's decision may have been questioned at first, but it has positioned Pittsburgh for a strong push toward the playoffs. With the win over the Jets, Tomlin proved that he knows what he's doing, even at the risk of damaging the chemistry that Fields had built. The trust in Wilson, along with the depth that he and Fields bring, puts the Steelers in an incredible position. So if you want to continue following the comebacks this season, subscribe to the channel and don't miss any more updates.